fun. It's gonna be fun.
Okay, Seth. Let's start with some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Where are you from?
Greenville, South Carolina.
This Greenville, South Carolina.
This Greenville, South Carolina.
What part?
East side of town, East North Street.
East North Street.
Yep.
Greenville, South Carolina.
Yep.
When did you start playing the cello?
I started around age 4 taking Suzuki cello lessons.
Whose idea was it to play cello?
I think it was my mom's idea. So thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
My mom, same thing. Where did you go to school?
I went to the Fine Arts Center here in town for high school, Eastman School of Music for undergrad, New England Conservatory for master's, and then eventually UT Austin for doctorate.
We shared alma mater. I went to Eastman as well.
All right.
Why did you want to be a professional musician?
You know, in high school, I started playing orchestra and taking music classes and chamber music classes, getting more serious about it. I discovered that it was something I really loved doing and that I had some strengths in. And I thought, you know, maybe I should pursue something where I can combine my strengths and my passions. That's kind of the dream, right? And that's the challenge. And it, certainly as I went through my other degrees, got even more serious about it, and it continued to feel like the thing for me, even though I knew it would be a challenging path.
Seth, how do you prepare for something like this?
Yeah, it's a big process, isn't it?
When do you start? Like, how does this work?
I'm sure the process and the timeline varies with the musician and the piece and the circumstance. So I can only speak for me, but I know for me, I think I was given the music sometime in the summer and started learning it then. And have been
last summer.
Last summer, yeah.
Okay, so like 8 months ago.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a long process. And I try to be as organized as I could about, okay, I'm getting the music at this time. I'll start putting in the nuts and bolts of learning it through this period of time. I'll start really ramping up preparation through these months, and then I'll be in the final stage, you know, 3 weeks before the performance.
So when you say nuts and bolts, what does that mean? I mean, 8 months seems like a really long time to prepare one piece of music.
That's true. By nuts and bolts, for a string player, that comes down to just learning what are the notes,
okay,
what's going on the page, what bowings do I want to use. Some are prescribed by the composer, some you choose.
Bowings, up bow and down bow.
Up bow and down bow,
Okay.
slurs, not slurs, mapping out fingerings because the part that I have has no fingerings.
Okay.
So you get full freedom to choose which fingerings you want to use.
And the fingerings determine what? The quality of sound, the kind of phrasing. What does that do?
Yeah, so it's like mapping out your path on the instrument,
Okay.
determining which string you're going to play this series of notes on.
And that affects the sound.
It does affect the sound, for
Okay.
sure. Yep, and there's logistics too. You know, there were some almost like puzzles
Okay.
in the music as I was learning, especially like the cadenza movement. I'm pretty sure there's maybe only 1 or 2 finger possibilities in some of those places
Okay.
to make happen what he wants you to do.
So sometimes the music determines how it's played, but most of the time you're determining how you play what's on the page.
Yeah.
So it's a collaboration between the composer's art and the real life artist on the stage.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely collaboration, even just in that stage of the nuts and bolts, figuring out how to get around the piece.
Okay, so that's just stage 1 or 2.
Yes.
So then what happens?
I think beyond that, it's starting to try to understand what's happening in the piece. I often compare learning a new piece or learning a new composer's work like learning a new language. In our training as classical musicians, we have usually a lot of experience in the language of Mozart or the language of the Romantics, like Dvorak maybe. So we can pick up a romantic piece and kind of have a sense already of what's going on. But with a modern piece, I've never heard any of Lembit's music before.
Okay.
So that's the initial kind of stage after you're getting the nuts and bolts is figuring out what his language is. What is he trying to say?
And this piece was written in 2021 and revised just a couple years ago. So this is pretty much brand new.
Very fresh.
So there's no sort of background or not much of a guide beyond what's on the page
Right.
for you to figure out how to make this music come alive.
Yeah, that's true. I had like one recording to go off of
Okay.
for the cellist he wrote it for, which has been very helpful. But beyond that, it's like, new territory.
Thank you, Seth. Looking forward to playing it with you.
Can't wait to play with you.